Neal, where did that go wrong today?
I think credit to the opposition. I thought they were really good. Their game plan was good. They kept, knocking it out onto the right wing back and playing off of that, and kept turning us and getting long throws. And it was like a sort of territorial game where we just kept getting pinned back in, and we could never get back out in the first half. And we sort of went missing a bit. And you just need to sort of ride that storm and defend your set pieces properly, which we didn't. And that would have, seen us in with a chance of sort of coming in and, restructuring it a little bit and changing the players' mindset, which we did in the second half, but still a little bit of huff and puff. And ultimately, I'm not going to slaughter the players because they've done great lately. We've ended up, with several just not quite at their games, and because of that, the team doesn't quite function as well, and that's football, unfortunately.
Is that a similar sort of thing to what you just said in there to the players after the game?
I'm a little bit more demanding of them in there with what I say, but we've got so many games now, and I've said all along when people were talking about the good run we're on, I said, look, we know we're going to lose games because the nature of the league is that. It's how we bounce back from that, and me going in and ranting and slaughtering everybody in there when we've got a big game on Tuesday isn't the right way. You go in, you talk about what went wrong, we make sure that we learn from it, and we sort of put it to bed, but say, let's make sure that on Tuesday none of these ugly things that we don't like are rearing their head.
Interestingly, you were more critical after the win, at least in the post-match interview to my colleague, than you are this evening after the defeat.
Yeah, sometimes you're good to go hard on them when they win, and you've got to maybe just sort of take a step back when you lose, because everyone's down now, and as a leader it's your job to point out one or two things and say, right, let's make sure this doesn't happen again, and move on to the next one quickly. Otherwise everyone turns up Monday and their heads in their hands and they're down.
Did the first half performance surprise you at all?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I never expect that. I thought first 10 minutes we started quite well, we moved it quite well. I thought, oh, here we go with all the things we worked on in training, but I knew that they would be a tough cookie. The manager's got them playing well, their manager, so they've changed. I've only lost 1 in 9 since he's been there, and I did say to the boys, the next 2 games are going to be really tough, so let's make sure we bring our A game. And obviously today we didn't, and even so, we at the end we nearly got punished for sloppy play and square passes, but even so it was a set piece that unlocked us in the end.
Did you feel like your players gave it a proper go in the second half? Because when you're 1-0 down at home, it's the sort of thing that if you don't give it a go in the second half, you'll just lose 1-0. If you do give it a go, you might lose 2-0, but you might get something out of it.
I thought we gave it a go as in everything I asked them to do, as far as we wanted to go 2v2 at the back. We just said, right, we'll go 2v2 at the back, we're going to play our full-backs extremely high, and we'll play with 3 up, front 3, and even at the end we were a front 4, and we'll be really brave and aggressive, and 2 midfielders keep making runs. And that was the game plan, and they did that well, and we were the better team in the second half. I thought it was a typical game of 2 halves, other than the fact we switched off from the set piece. But on the back of that, we lacked that little bit of quality, and their goalie never really got tested. So credit to them, they defended well. But like I said to the boys at the end there, yes, we play good football. Yes, we try and move the ball side to side and find the spaces. But 60 minutes, 70 minutes in, when you think, right, okay, it's not working now, then you have to try a different tact. And that's when I was trying to say to them, look, we've got 4 up now. Let's play it forward a little bit more and try and work off of second balls and try and get it into areas where they've got to run towards their own goal and pin them in a little bit and see whether we can find that little bit of luck or that bit of space, in their box. And we didn't do that well enough, and that's what we've sort of talked about in there. Not
a great deal of clear-cut opportunities, and you could say the same for Tuesday night as well at Kings Lynn. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think we get in some promising positions. It's sometimes just that final ball. There's no need to kind of open up a debate about what's going wrong. We've lost probably 3 games in about 17, 18 games. So a lot of what we do is right. A lot of the bedrock of the team's right. Yes, we'd like to score more goals. Yes, we'd like to create more chances. But a lot of teams pay us a lot of respect, and a lot of teams come in with a mindset of trying to stop us playing. So that it makes that job a little bit harder. Stockport
also got beat today, I think 1-0 at Eastleigh. Obviously, you guys go there on Tuesday now. What sort of game do you expect that to be? I'm not sure the pitch is great, so I don't know whether the surface will be conducive to free-flowing football. But I think it's 2 good teams at the top. I think it will be tight, and like today was tight. They were better first half, we were better second half, and ultimately the one sort of set piece where we didn't do our jobs has cost us. So we've just got to make sure we do all the basics right, and if the football
and the quality of our play is not great, then we're in a game still. If the quality of our play is good, then we're going to cause teams a problem.
I think there was some sort of mention of you may be interested in signing another player if possible. Is there any chance that could be done before Tuesday?
Possibly, I don't know. We're working hard, wait for the owners to come back to us on it. You know, we've sort of identified one or two potential players, and the owners are having a look at it, and they'll come back to us when they've made a judgment call. So if it's not Tuesday, hopefully it will be by Saturday, and it's a short-term measure with Brins being out, and we'll see where we go.
Good stuff. Appreciate your time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.